The reason why you're with me in this video is that probably by now you have noticed that when you're filled with emotion, you often don't behave in logical ways, and the result of your action, at least in the long term, aren't pleasant, right? Yes, my behavior depends on the situation, and I act on my feelings without thinking. I may sometimes jump into my car and visit my friend or sister living in different states, even though I don't have money to spare. Once my boss didn't approve my vacation and I wrote an angry email to my boss. And I didn't care if I am fired after that. That's likely to be no surprise. You are one kind of emotionally reactive person. A primary step for you towards decreasing chores is to delay acting or urges. You need always to calm your emotions so that you can think more clearly, decide what action will be most effective. Maybe you promised yourself many times that you wouldn't be controlled by your emotions by saying, never again, never again. You may believe the problem is lack of willpower to stick to what you said you are going to do. But everyone's willpower is limited. You only have so much. Sometimes you keep your promise for few days, or sometimes you keep it for hours. Emotion will overwhelm you again. Willpower doesn't work. When I use willpower, I avoid my emotions and I chase ways to feel better, and that makes me more miserable, more overwhelmed in the long run. You probably already know the strategies that do work, but aren't using it anytime or anymore. When you feel out of your control or out of your control of your action, it's difficult to see that you can take steps that can make a difference. Let me share the technique that will help you feel less overwhelmed in general. Remember, just knowing the strategies doesn't work. It's critical that you practice and use them. So the first thing is identify the finding of the cause. If you're emotionally sensitive, you often are unsure about the reasons for your emotions. Yes, you're right. Sometimes I am depressed, happy, scared, or angry, but don't know why. People sometimes tell me, you're making a big deal out of nothing. Why are you letting that bother you? Let me make it clear that being sensitive is not a disorder. Taking appropriate action to solve or make a difference in the problem will help you manage the emotions. For example, if you're afraid because of the thunderstorm that is coming, then stock up food is the logical and constructive step that you take. Sometimes, though, there is no action that you can take, like say for example, if you realize you are anxious because someone you love is having minor surgery tomorrow, then there's nothing that you can do to change the situation, but you can be aware that the reason for your upset is time limited. Thank you for letting me know that. It's like someone rubbed the soothing balm on the achy heart. There was a time for me when the whole week I was feeling uncomfortable. I could not find out the reason. Then I realized that it's that I haven't heard from the company where I applied for a job last week. Here you might smile and agree with me. You realize that while you wanted a job, it would be terrible if you didn't get it. In this case, identifying the reason for your emotion helps you manage the emotion in a different way. How can I connect my emotions with the cause? Let me give an exercise. Over the next 1 week, notice whenever you experience a strong emotion, each time fill out the following form. This will help you to notice the pattern. It's not designed by me. It's from newharborbinger.com/29934. I have created this form for you. You can get the link from the description box. You can find out emotions that you are experiencing, write it down. Even the trigger, when did it trigger the emotion, and be specific on when did it trigger. That is important. Can you solve or lessen the problem? Is there any action that you can take? Write that also. If the problem can't be easily solved, but is it time limited? How can you comfort or distract yourself? Write that also. After you have done this exercise for a week, you may find it a little easier to connect your emotion with the causes. When you know the cause of any particular emotion, it will be easier and it will be a better idea for how to cope up effectively. Okay, then I'll practice this for a week and then I'll come back with it. I will come back with the result after a week. Also, please recognize that your feelings aren't necessarily a reality. When you are feeling happy and joyful, you tend to think positive and all seems right with the world. When you are upset, you may not remember how good you felt before, even though nothing in your life has changed much. That's just the way the human brain works. You tend to see the world based on your emotion at any given moment. I would also request all of you to practice this exercise for 1 week, but don't stress yourself. You can take any 7 days and practice, and whatever the outcome is, you are free to share it with me on my email address, which is being displayed here, or you can write it in the comment section. That is it for today. I shall return once my partner completes her exercise. Till then, don't overpromise yourself. Do like, share and comment, and if you have not subscribed, subscribe my channel. Till then, thank you very much.